Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arethyr here with another unboxing video. Today we got Mythic Legion's Ogre class, we got Siege of Bjorngar Kkurzog, and the Ogre Legion builder right here. And these look amazing, and I gotta give a huge shout out to my boy Kyle, aka Monroe Rain, for doing a trade with me and putting these ogres in my hand, because I didn't really think I was going to have more of these bigger figures, because I started with my goblin army, and look now, it's evolving. And with Mythic Legions, the four horsemen know what they're doing when it comes to the sculpt work. They're phenomenal sculptors and artists, and you can even tell just by looking at them in the packaging and the artwork that's all over the box. On the left side of the box, we got that artwork that wraps around, having that little battle scene going on, and the artwork looks phenomenal. The Ogre Legion builder just shows the portrait. Meanwhile, Kkurzog has some read-up information, and then his portrait wraps around to the back. Here we have Kkurzog's information, so feel free to pause it if you want to read it. On the right side of the box, we have more artwork that looks fantastic. We got Kkurzog right there, along with, looks like Ogre Legion builder. Could be even Kronov right back there. We have Gonks. Looks like we have some more Legion builders. We got the female orc and the goblin. And then we have the faction logo of Arethyr. On the back of the box, we got more read-up information, so feel free to pause if you want to read it. And then we have the amazing artwork that continues throughout. It's this one giant battle scene. And then we got the little portrait of Kkurzog. Now, Kkurzog comes with a really cool bladed mace, and it just looks nasty. It's all dry brushed with that metallic gunmetal look, and it's got the handle and the spike at the bottom to stab into some skulls. But what's great about these is the fact that if you don't like it being that short, pop this off. You can actually take this whole part out, plug in a longer part, and then you can put the pommel back in there. And if that's still too short, pop this bad boy off, and as I'm knocking stuff over, you can actually extend it out even further. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but it is something you can do. And the funny thing is like, so just a little comparison as well, the Ogre Legion builder also comes with the same weapon, and you can see with the named characters that are not army builders, they actually get a little bit more love in the paint, because when we're looking at these army builders, they're more designed for you to paint yourself. That's why there's a lot of gray, so you can actually start painting them like, you know, Warhammer miniatures, D&D miniatures, stuff like that, which I've seen some amazing artists do. So the Ogre army builder and Kkurzog have the exact same weapon. The Ogre Army Builder does come with an additional weapon, and that would be a one-sided axe. And again, all the handles and everything can be detached, so you can lengthen it out or even do a dual mace axe setup. But again, cast it in this like silvery plastic, and there for you to paint and add your own details yourself if you choose to. The Ogre Legion builder may be lacking in some paint, but it makes up with the tons of accessories. We get a pair of gauntlets that you can change out from the ones that are already equipped on him. Kkurzog up close looks amazing. They did a heck of a job on the paint on this guy. I love the yellowish lighter green for his chest. He's got like some wash on his teeth that make him look all gnarly. The yellow beady eyes. They don't hold back when it comes to the paint detail in these figures. I mean, look at the straps that are actually on this guy. They are all painted to the nine. They look amazing. All the studs, different color metallic paints, the texture throughout. It's awesome. And they weren't scared to add nipples. There's a nipple there. Got the vein work going through the arms. The shading, the shading throughout this figure is awesome. Again, such an awesome job. I love Four Horsemen's work. They do an amazing job. Look at the gauntlets, all the buckles. These are painted like they're bone and everything, and they're sculpted. Great job on that. Even veins in the hands. Rotate them around here. Look at all the back muscle definition and shading. They weren't scared to paint. And they never are scared to paint. Figures look phenomenal. Even got a little bit of fur going on for his little, I guess, skirt, if you want to call it. It's got the leather texture and paint and wash throughout this thing. Again, wrinkles in the elbow. Such beautiful work. And then the skirt has like a cool little like skull on it with like golden eyes, bone hanging from it. Very, very cool. Then we get down to his legs, and they have some armor as well. Spiky and ogre-like. Got the bone on them. Rotate it around. It's got some buckles painted. Again, just looking really good. And he's got bare feet. It's almost got what you would classify as like Hulk feet, if you could see him. There we go. Look at that. Dirty toenails. Vein work on the toes, or on top of the feet. It's just a freaking gorgeous figure. Here we have the up-close look at the Ogre Legion builder. Totally different head sculpt. Looks like a similar lower jaw, but they put like a armored helmet on him. And the thing just looks, it looks ogre-y. It's pretty freaking cool. I like it. The teeth have like a gloss to them, just like Kkurzog. And one thing that's cool about these little horns is you can actually pop these out and pop in other horns from other figures you might have gotten, which I do think I got some different types of things that can go in there. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I could probably put something in there to make them look a little bit different. But the little baby spikes look pretty cool. He's got the harness and everything, just like Kkurzog. Exact same harness, just gray. And it is a metallic-y gray plastic they use. The gauntlets, same thing as Kkurzog. And you can see the paint does have some shading throughout. It just doesn't have that like lighter yellow in the front like Kkurzog did. So there is paint. They just don't give the army builders the love like they do with the named ones, with the paint. Sculpt and everything's phenomenal. And I don't mind that the army builders are gray and stuff like that. I can paint these. I just choose not to. I don't know why, but yeah, this thing still looks awesome even with the gray. He has a little bit of a gray fur down here, and it's a different skirt. So we got like a different logo up on there. Same gauntlets, but when we get down to the legs, same armor and everything, but he has armor metal boots. Little booties that are all spiky and mean. No barefoot for the army builders. And again, they just look badass. Now we're going to dive into some articulation here. His head can look down that far, can look up that far. So decent up-down motion there. Can look left and right. You know, it's just on a ball joint. So nothing too crazy, no disc hinge. But, you know, you can see that I had a lot of attitude going on with the head. The arm can go up that far. There's no bicep swivel. Swivels up at the shoulder. So you can do the full 360 there. His elbow is a single jointed elbow. You can pivot at the elbow. Wrist rotation. And then, of course, there's wrist bend in there. Just got to make it work. So it's harder to bend the wrist because of this, because it does overlap the wrist up at the top a little bit. But articulation is definitely there. Then we got basically his lean back motion. He can lean back this far. He can lean forward this much. A little bit of gapping here because you can see how it's all sort of connected, but nothing too crazy. Nothing that we're not used to when it comes to figures that have that type of articulation. But I mean, scoot up the belt and you can't even really tell, but he can do the hula hoops. So all his movement and everything is down here, nothing up here in the abs at all. As for doing the splits, boy, he can do the splits. Full on Van Damme. It's crazy. Does have the thigh cut up here as well. So you can get the thigh movement. It's a single knee there. That's a little tight. probably as far as it's going to go. Let's check this one. All right, this one goes back a little bit further, but not too bad. He's kicking forward. You could definitely do, you know, Spartan kick, almost field goal kick, ankle pivot, well, rotating, and there's an ankle bend in here as well, and there's pivoting. As I was getting him all set up for the next shot, I found out that my idea doesn't work. So I popped those little spikes out, and I had these antlers that I thought would pop in here, but these are more designed for the smaller helmets and not the big hole that is on the side of his head. Kkurzog standing next to the army builder, they look great together. And you would think that just seeing him with the extra paint, he's a higher ranking, you know, member of the army. He's just in gray, so he's sort of like an underling. But again, you can paint these up however you want, but they look great together, and I could definitely see them running together into battle just to destroy the enemy. They're awesome, and they are huge figures. Now it's time for some comparison. I just grabbed some close figures that I have. So we got ourselves Call of Duty Ghost. We got the Amazon exclusive Marvel Legend Deadpool from the Deadpool 2 movie. And then we got the Ares Build-A-Figure Marvel Legends. And you could see different sized figures, and even a big Build-A-Figure still seems small when you're around these ogres. Mythic Legions does not disappoint yet again, and that is why I'm continuing to build my Goblin Arethyr army, because their figures are phenomenal. The paintwork, sculpt work is top-notch, and they look amazing on the shelf. I'm so happy that I have these two, thanks to my buddy Kyle Neal, a.k.a. Monroe Rain. So check out his YouTube down below. Show him some love. You know, I'm happy to add these guys to my army and collection. They're going to look great with the rest of them. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Kkurzog and the Ogre Legion Army Builder from the Siege of Bjorngar wave. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the silver bell notification if you want to stay in the know with when I'm posting up a new video. And make sure you guys check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The website's down below, and there's a promo code for free shipping for you guys down below as well. Also, check out the Facebook group for Toyco. It's a pre-order group that you can join in for free, and it keeps you in the know with collectibles that are coming out, especially imports, because those things can slide under the radar, and then if you're trying to get imports aftermarket, those prices are crazy. So definitely join that Facebook group, check it out, and I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.